Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. A true genius admits that he knows nothing. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. You never fail until you stop trying. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Anyone who doesn't take truth seriously in small matters cannot be trusted in large ones either. Intelligence is not the ability to store information, but to know where to find it. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. Imagination is more important than knowledge. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. It is better to believe than to disbelieve. In doing you bring everything to the realm of possibility. The only source of knowledge is experience. Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. You have to learn the rules of the game. And then you have to play better than anyone else. Learning is experience. Everything else is just information. Before God we are all equally wise, and equally foolish. Wisdom is not a product of schooling but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. Everything must be made as simple as possible. But not simpler. Always do what's right, this will gratify some and astonish the rest. Past is dead, future is uncertain, present is all you have, so eat, drink and live merry. A question that sometimes drives me hazy. Am I or are the others crazy? The best way to cheer yourself is to cheer somebody else up. Genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. An empty stomach is not a good political advisor. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. Time is an illusion. Imagination is the highest form of research. Unthinking respect for authority is the greatest enemy of truth. The hardest thing in the world to understand is the income tax. The true value of a human being can be found in the degree to which he has attained liberation from the self. Only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible. Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Gravitation is not responsible for people falling in love. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. You can never solve a problem on the level on which it was created. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Never do anything against conscience, even if the state demands it. When the solution is simple, God is answering. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Solitude is painful when one is young, but delightful when one is more mature. Quote, information is not knowledge. Science without religion is lame, religion without science is blind. The person who reads too much and uses his brain too little will fall into lazy habits of thinking. Life isn't worth living, unless it is lived for someone else. If people are good only because they fear punishment, and hope for reward, then we are a sorry lot indeed. Love is a better master than duty. The only sure way to avoid making mistakes is to have no new ideas. Many of the things you can count, don't count. Many of the things you can't count, really count. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Blind belief in authority is the greatest enemy of truth. If I had an hour to solve a problem, I'd spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about solutions. A man should look for what is, and not for what he thinks should be. Three great forces rule the world: stupidity, fear and greed. Life is a preparation for the future, and the best preparation for the future is to live as if there were none. At least once a day, allow yourself the freedom to think and dream for yourself. Failing isn't bad when you learn what not to do. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. The person who follows the crowd will usually go no further than the crowd. The person who walks alone is likely to find himself in places no one has ever seen before. The only real valuable thing is intuition. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. We sleep 1/3 of our lives away. Student is not a container you have to fill but a torch you have to light up. Everything is determined, the beginning as well as the end, by forces over which we have no control. It is determined for the insect, as well as for the star. Human beings, vegetables, or cosmic dust, we all dance to a mysterious tune, intoned in the distance by an invisible piper. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding. Weak people revenge. Strong people forgive. Intelligent people ignore. The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. When you trip over love, it is easy to get up. But when you fall in love, it is impossible to stand again. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can only be changed from one form to another. If the bee disappeared off the surface of the globe, then man would have only 4 years of life left. No more bees, no more pollination, no more plants, no more animals, no more man. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. I want to know God's thoughts, the rest are mere details. Put your hand on a hot stove for a minute, and it seems like an hour. Sit with a pretty girl for an hour, and it seems like a minute. That's relativity. The most incomprehensible thing about the world is that it is at all comprehensible. Whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Black holes are where God divided by zero. Creativity is intelligence having fun. Logic will get you from A to Z, imagination will get you everywhere. Never memorize something that you can look up. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. God does not play dice with the universe. There are only 2 ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. You cannot simultaneously prevent and prepare for war. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. We all know that light travels faster than sound. That's why certain people appear bright until you hear them speak. It is a miracle that curiosity survives formal education. Possessions, outward success, publicity, luxury, to me these have always been contemptible. I believe that a simple and unassuming manner of life is best for everyone, best for both the body and the mind. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. It is not that I'm so smart. But I stay with the questions much longer. The revolution introduced me to art, and in turn, art introduced me to the revolution. I believe in intuitions and inspirations. I sometimes feel that I am right. I do not know that I am. I never teach my pupils, I only attempt to provide the conditions in which they can learn. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Comment, "Thank you Jesus," if you believe in the God. If you want to more these types of videos, so please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Thanks for watching the video.